And thanks to everyone for sticking through this with us. It's been a long few hours, but it's been a lot of great information, we hope, valuable information that you guys have received. And we wanted to just close off with a couple final thoughts. And by the way, thanks to Gary and Tim for going so deep on that demo. That was a great session as well. We discussed a lot of things from the onset with Carl and Pete, and just the overview of the company and kind of what we've been going through the last few months, and what the strategy is around the future of work, and then our sort of take on that. We did introduce LiveTiles 1 on today's conference, and what could be perceived as purely a marketing and branding exercise. For those of you that are current customers, that will have some questions around what LiveTiles 1 is and how that impacts any of your products. There might be some things around questions around invoicing and even things like that, just new names and such. So we do encourage that you contact your local representative wherever you are in the world to make sure that you get any of your questions answered on LiveTiles 1, and just to understand a little bit more about the products and what we're going to be releasing here shortly. We did go pretty deep into the product roadmap and vision there, followed by our take on employee wellness right now with Elaine and Vanessa. So that was a really good session as well. That's something that we've been seeing companies all around the world wanting to connect with their employees, not only during this current time, but as working remotely, not necessarily even working from home, but just working remotely becomes more of a standard in our lives. And then certainly our customer stories in the deep dive demo hopefully brought it home for you. So we really want to encourage this being the beginning of the conversation. You know, we're all adapting to how to do these conferences live and to keep them as interactive as possible. So we have a number of LiveTilesX events planned, and we'll be continuing to do these throughout the rest of the next few months and certainly coming quarters. So we would love to have your feedback from today. You'll be receiving a follow-up from this, which will include the recording. You probably know who to reach out to, but if you don't, please feel free to email communications@livetiles.nyc, and someone will get back to you as soon as possible to make sure we are able to reach you on the spot. With that, I think we'll conclude the conference. Thank you again so much. I know it's late in Europe. We're kind of midday in stride here in the US, and we think Australia is hopefully snoozing. So Paul, I'll just close down the conference and thank you all for your time, and we'll be in touch shortly.